My number one thing to do when I'm not a plumber is being out on the lake with the kids on the boat fishing. Just seeing the kids' expression the first time they hooked up that fish for the first time, they were ecstatic. I grew up in Long Island, New York. Lived there for about 25 years, and then moved on down to Atlanta, Georgia. Been down here for 12 years. I originally started out on the Cool Ray side as an installer. Cool Ray gave me that opportunity to switch over to plumbing, and they taught me to trade. I started out as the first apprentice, got my license, and then worked my way up into a truck. The agreement was when I came over as an apprentice, I was not going to be treated as a helper. So when I was on the jobs with the guys, I was to do all the work. Wasn't a tool getter or anything like that. Everybody I worked with, I worked with the best guys, and the agreement was to work with somebody different every day. So you got to see how everybody did things, how they dealt with the customers, and their way of doing things. Since I've switched from install to plumbing, a lot has changed. The money has increased tremendously. Family life's better. The hours are actually really good, and I get to spend the summers with them now. Being a plumber for Mr. Plumber, I think is great in many different ways. The scheduling is a lot better. We alternate our on-calls for every 3 weeks. And then we're able to save for our retirement also. We get a 401k here, which they also do a match. And every year that you're here, your vacation time goes up, so you get more time to spend and do things with your family during the year. At Mr. Plumber, they don't force us to upsell. It's just doing your job and doing it thoroughly and doing it properly. There's just a lot of opportunity. If you're a worker and you want to put the time in, you'll make good money. It's not all about sitting behind a desk all the time either. Most of the time, you can find a company like Mr. Plumber that'll train you as an apprentice, and you could avoid a whole college tuition that people wind up paying for the rest of their lives. My favorite things about being a plumber are I get to meet different people every day. I have a lot of customers that constantly call back, and I know them personally now. So you get to build a good relationship with the customer, and I think that's important, and I think that's the best part of the job, too. I don't really know. I go with my neighbor, to be honest. I think we just use worms. I think that's what he was using.